Alejandro Moreno is joining me as we tackle the next round of La Liga fixtures in La Liga Predictor. Let's start off with Sevilla up against Barcelona, who might want to bounce back after probably not the most favorable result in the Champions League this week.
I think they're going to be fine in Champions League, but they have to get productivity from Luis Suarez. And oh my goodness, has he been struggling. Coutinho, I don't even know whether he's part of the team anymore. Dembele, he's just coming back from injury, but hasn't been all that effective. So it comes down to Lionel Messi. If he doesn't score, I'm not sure where the goals are coming from. But regardless, I do think that Barcelona will find a way against Sevilla. This is a game that will get Barcelona's attention. And usually when you have Barcelona's attention, you get the best of them.
Well, I think it was either you or Sid who said it on the show that when Luis Suarez is good, he is good. But when he's bad, he's surprisingly useless.
Whoa.
Yo.
Whoa.
But, you know, this is Luis Suarez that we're talking about. And at least in La Liga, you're going to expect them to be okay. Not much pressure there, not much. But again, it's easy to get to the top, harder to stay there.
Oh.
Moving on now, Atletico Bilbao against
Personal
Eibar.
philosophy or?
No, actually my dad always says that. Atletico Bilbao against Eibar, 10th versus 11th in the table, so could be a close contest or not.
Is that how a close contest works? I'm going to go with 11th.
Oh, really?
At home. Los Leones de San Mamés. Athletic Bilbao, I'll take him over Eibar.
Well, I'm going to go with 10th then, just because we can't agree on everything.
Okay. Is that a philosophy
That's
too?
another philosophy. That's another Lexi philosophy.
Doesn't quite work well in relationships.
Lexi philosophy. Oh, hello to the douche. Let's move on now on that note. Atletico Madrid, what a week they have had up against Villarreal, who are struggling in the league. So it's pretty much clear cut, right? Let me just make my prediction.
It's not as clear cut. It'll be Atletico Madrid. But there's a natural human-like let down when you do what you did against Juventus. And it's difficult to get the engines back going against Villarreal because they don't quite motivate you nearly as much as they should. Still Atletico Madrid at home.
I like that philosophy. But okay, we still ended up on the same answer. Yeah. Levante, Real Madrid.
You know, Levante beat Real Madrid in the first one of these games.
Okay, so.
But Real Madrid is coming off of losing in La Liga against Girona. I'm guessing that there will be a reaction even away from home. I'll tell you what's not going to happen. Marcelo's not going to play. Nowadays, whenever he plays, they lose. So
something's happened.
He's out. Reguilón back in. Real Madrid back winning.
Back to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, so only that one is separating us, Ale. And fair enough. Thank you so much, Ale Moreno. Continue tracking all of La Liga's fixtures here on ESPN FC. After a weekend of the FA Cup, the Premier League is back, and Ale Moreno is joining me for this edition of Premier League Predictor. I don't know why I'm using my hands so much, probably because I'm excited, Ale. Let's start off with this one and see if it gets you excited. Cardiff City against Watford.
You want to repeat that question again? With the same intro?
Does not get you excited. It kind of gets me a little excited.
Cardiff, Watford?
Well, Cardiff have had a nice little turnaround, so to speak.
Okay.
Small.
Tiny. Let's just say that this game doesn't get me excited, and I'm just gonna go for the storyline of Cardiff City staying in the Premier League. And if that's the case, then these are the sort of games at home where they need to get 3 points and really solidify their position. Cardiff in an awful game.
Well, Cardiff managed to pick up, a win at home and away, so I would agree with you on that one, but I still think Watford.
You don't like the storyline?
I like the romantic storyline, but I'm just not feeling that romantic right now. So I'm going to go for a draw.
Why is that?
I'm going to go for a draw. We'll get into that a little later. All right, let's move on. West Ham against Fulham. Can you make a case for Fulham? Even though West Ham do like to disappoint sometimes. Most times. Just ask Shaka Hissop.
Can this team defend?
Nope.
Okay. I didn't think so.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking as well, Ale. Let's move on now. Burnley, Spurs.
In any other year, I would have said this is sort of uncomfortable for Spurs, but Burnley's not the Burnley of years past, even though they'll stay in the Premier League. They'll be in that sort of mid-table position. But I think Spurs, no problem.
Harry Kane could be back, should be back, would be back. We'll see. But not that makes a difference because everyone else has been stepping up even in Harry Kane's absence.
And can I just say, if you're Pochettino, not necessarily want to risk Harry Kane in this match. Just saying.
Agreed. With or without Harry Kane, I'm going to go with Spurs on this one. Bournemouth, Wolves, one to get you excited.
I do like David Brooks. Well, he's been injured, but I do like David Brooks.
Oh, yes.
He's a nice player, left-footed, very talented. And I like this team. Even though I cannot say that name, I have difficulty saying Bournemouth.
You just said it.
But it doesn't quite roll. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
Well, we can't really do the accent there. We probably, because we're definitely not from anywhere near the UK. So we'll just leave it at that. Bournemouth definitely have been looking good recent times. Wolves as well. I'm going to go for another draw.
Why?
I'm going to go for another draw. It's hard. It's hard.
Pick for goodness.
No, I'll make picks on the next couple of fixtures.
Is that?
Moving on now, Newcastle, Huddersfield.
Salomon Rondon, Miguel Almirón, but most of all, Salomon Rondon.
Okay, Ale, I'm going to agree with you on that one. Leicester City, Palace.
Bleh. This is another game that goes. Bleh.
That gets you excited.
Not really, but I'm going to go with Leicester.
Yeah, we're going to fast forward, and I'm going to choose Leicester as well. I was going to go for a draw, but I know you were going to pull me up on that, so I'm making my pick. Arsenal, Southampton. Let me just go with the Gunners as well. Oh,
you thought.
Cheeky.
You thought.
All right, now let's get to it.
Okay.
Manchester United, Liverpool. You know the whole form goes out the window when we're talking about rivalries like this one. But form is a serious thing these days. So, Ale, who's your pick?
Manchester United is playing better than Liverpool right now. Right now. And it's hard to go against Liverpool. But it's harder to go against Manchester United at home under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is the stumbling block for Liverpool. The pressure, the title, this, that, and the other. They have a lot to gain from this, not a whole lot to lose. Yes, sir.
You said it better than me, and I've been talking to a couple of Liverpool fans, and they said, you know, if there is to be a banana peel for Liverpool, it could be Man United. And possibly should be Manchester United. So you know what? I'm going to go for it. Just because the whole momentum thing didn't work against PSG, but should work against Liverpool, familiar foes, so I'm going with the Red
Now I'm
Devils.
nervous.
Shocker.
See, I was comfortable, and now that you've picked
what is it? Because you choose against Spurs, and then they lose or win?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing. But thank you so much to Ale Moreno. Continue tracking everything from the Premier League to see if we know what we're talking about or not right here on ESPN FC. Well, you know we love us some Serie A here on ESPN, and it's not just to make Gab Marcotti happy. So we're going to tackle the latest round.
Make him happy?
It's hard to. It's hard to. I know somebody that does make him happy. Sorry, but we'll get to that another day. Let's move on now. AC Milan up against Empoli. What a turnaround it's been for Milan.
And it's going to keep going. Cristo Piante, special. He's been good.
Special? I feel like Special's almost putting it nicely. He's filthy special. See what I did there?
Yeah, wow.
All right, especially up against Empoli, who are languishing way at the bottom. Let's go with the momentum. Frosinone against Roma.
Naturally, I have to pick Roma because if I don't, Roma fans get really upset with me. That's just the way it is. They get a little sensitive. But Frosinone, not very good.
It's passionate.
What's that? Frosinone?
No, from Roma fans.
Well, yes, they're passionate.
Yeah, Frosinone, not good at all, which is why they are where they are in the Serie A table. So I'm going to go with Roma as well. Bologna also are where they are for a reason. They're up against Juventus, who aren't having the week that they expected to have, at least in the Champions League. Would that be too much of a distraction for them in Serie A?
No, somebody's going to pay for that.
Ooh, yes.
Somebody's going to pick up the tab.
Oh, dear.
And it's going to be Bologna.
Yep, I think Juventus could definitely get through this, at least with their eyes closed, with all due respect to Bologna, even though we thought we said that.
Hey, you guys are terrible, with all due respect.
But you got to respect them, you know, because
with all due respect.
Football is played on the day, and we thought that their matchup against Atletico Madrid would be pretty much getting through with their eyes closed, but they didn't. However, like you said, someone's got to pay, and sorry, Bologna. Parma, Napoli.
Yeah, I'm getting Napoli. And Napoli, they'll keep up with Juventus. The problem is that they're too far back. They're not going to be able to make up the difference, but they'll be good enough to beat Parma.
Yep, fair enough. Napoli as well. Finally, Fiorentina against Inter Milan.
You know who's excited? Diego Simeone. Not only because Atletico de Madrid, but his son. Scoring goals.
Yeah.
He's scoring goals. Inter, I'm not quite sure what to make.
We're never too sure what to make of Inter.
So you know what? Why not?
Oh, okay.
Let's go Fiorentina at home.
Wow, Ale. Yeah. I see what you mean. I see your argument, but I'm just not sure they really can hold off Inter. Although, I mean, we never know what kind of Inter we're getting. They've got problems on and off the field.
Does anybody sing Icardi?
People's wives are involved, burning pictures, even though, you know, apparently that's a tradition in Argentina. We don't know. But I'm going to go for a draw in this one.
That's it?
Yeah.
So you made this whole argument and you didn't pick Inter?
No.
Okay.
We never know. I'm just going to go for a draw. Oh. All right. Thank you so much to Ale Moreno. Make sure to catch all of the Serie A action right here on ESPN.
Sarri says he thinks our performance in the first 30 minutes showed how important Jorginho is to this team. because it's harder to get out of a half when the opposition press when he isn't playing. Of course, he'd already come out and had words about N'Golo Kante, hadn't they, just the day before, saying Kante, in that position, I want to play a player who's able to move the ball very fast. This is not the best characteristic of N'Golo. N'Golo is useful for us, but this isn't his best characteristic. This is just not going to go away, guys, is it?
No, it is not. And so Jorginho didn't start today, so you would think, well, this is a perfect opportunity to play N'Golo Kante in his best position where he may be, arguably, the best defensive midfielder in the world. No. You thought you were going to get N'Golo Kante there? No, sir.
No. That would be too easy.
It would be too stubborn for that. And so there's no chance. So Kovacic then plays into that position. Now, here's the part that I don't quite understand. For France, World Cup winner, by the way, N'Golo Kante can play in that position. For Chelsea, Premier League champion, N'Golo Kante can play that position. Leicester City, Premier League champion, N'Golo Kante can play that position. But for this Chelsea, and this coach, and this manager, N'Golo Kante, that's not his best characteristic. So his best characteristic is playing out wide? In an advanced position, is that what you get the best out of N'Golo Kante? No chance.
Doesn't pass the ball quick enough, Stevie.
Well, it's a bit of a problem if you're the best player in the country, according to everybody else over the last couple of years, but you can't pass the ball.
Right.
How does that work out? Absolute nonsense. The guy's trying to justify playing Jorginho every time, and to say that it showed up tonight with him not there is completely getting rid of the whole Mullins and Manchester you were talking about, and Tottenham and Bournemouth and everywhere else where they couldn't get out. So this is called cover your backside time. That's what this is.
This was his reaction in the mix zone yesterday. It's shades of Mr. Mourinho, wasn't it? Saying, hey, I got 5, you got 0.
He did the same thing during the game. And see, this is where I have an issue. Cristiano Ronaldo is a tremendous talent. And it's a generational talent, and his productivity is without question. But this unnecessary. Not only is it unnecessary, but it shows a degree of lacking all sorts of class and respect and appreciation. And he hasn't won these 5 titles by himself.
Right.
When you put your hands up there and you say, yeah, I got 5 titles, Atletico Madrid has 0, you're saying, yeah, I have 5 titles. Never mind the teams that helped me out. Never mind the late goals by Sergio Ramos. Never mind the things that have been accomplished in the past by some of my teammates that have allowed me to be on the stage that I am now. For as talented as he is, you cannot go and do this. And, oh, by the way, he did it in the middle of the game, and for as talented as he is, and does this in the middle of the game, and then when there's a moment to defend, for him to be big, for him to show his abs in a way that is actually useful for the team, he turns his back away, and Diego Godin deflects the ball off of him and into the net. That's unacceptable.
Worrying, Stevie, from your perspective?
It's complete and utter classless. You know, when things are going well and everybody's patting you on the back, you know what? You take those plaudits. But when things go wrong and you turn around and you do that, then you're just going to alienate yourself. And certainly, if I'm a Juve fan, I don't want to see him doing that. He hasn't won anything with Juventus, so he's kind of rubbing it in their face as well.